I'm Insomniac, and today we're looking at a channel called Astrum. Before I get into this video, one thing to make note of is that you're not going to see video clips from the channel in this video, or probably any of my videos. YouTube is pretty strict with their fairly blurry fair use rules for using video clips in videos with or without audio, so we're just going to use screenshots. Of course, I'll have the link to the YouTube channel that we're reviewing down in the video description, so you can check it out after this review. Also, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know anytime I post a fresh review on any YouTube channels out there. And be sure to leave comments down below letting me know what channels you would like to see me review here on YouTube. Make sure you leave the link to the channel and the name of the channel down in the comments. So Astrum is an astronomy channel, and you're probably thinking, alright, well that's the end of this video. I don't really give a crap about stars, so I'm not going to watch this channel. Well, guess what? I'm no astronomy geek either, but I accidentally clicked on one of their videos at some point, and it was so interesting that I wound up watching the whole video, and then in the course of the last few weeks I think I've watched most of the channel, which is why I thought this would be a good channel to start with. As of the time of this review, the oldest video on the Astrum channel is from about 6 years ago, so there's definitely some time in there. And as of the time of this review, they have 456,000 subscribers, or he. I think it's only one person. He or they have 456,000 subscribers, so not one of the biggest channels on YouTube, but certainly big enough to be in the big channel category here on the channel. In terms of video style over on Astrum, you have real and computer-generated videos and images, while the host of the channel, who you never actually see, narrates over all of the images and videos. And while the focus of this particular channel can be considered narrow because it's astronomy, I mean, it's space, it's huge, and he covers a large variety of things from planets to stars to concepts related to space, moons, deep space, galaxies, basically everything that's out there. There's some type of video about it on this channel. And as I touched on earlier in this video, I thought it would be a good idea to start with this channel because you don't have to be an astronomy geek to actually enjoy these videos. Not only are they educational to some degree, but they're presented in such a way that it kind of sucks you into the topic being presented. So let's take a closer look. In terms of originality, this channel is kind of a mixed bag. In fact, this category for this particular channel isn't even completely fair because it's not an amateur astronomy channel, so you're not looking at picture or video footage of somebody shot through a telescope on their balcony. This is everything from in-depth looks at specific planets and stars to things way out in deep space, galaxies. So unless he works for NASA, there's really no way for him to produce this stuff himself. So a lot of astronomy channels have to recycle the same visuals for the same topics because there's only so much available for things that you can't actually go out and shoot yourself. Where the channel does well in this category, though, is with the arrangement of the content. The narrator has a unique voice and presenting style, which adds personal character without being annoying, and despite having to recycle some of the graphics and images out of necessity, he pieces it together in a way that makes it his own. When you take a look at the upload dates on Astrum, you have everything from 2 to 3 updates per month to sometimes upwards to 5 updates per month, so we'll call it an average of 2.5 videos posted per month. Now, usually I wouldn't consider that a great rate in terms of posting frequency, but given that these videos are so information dense and on a topic that requires a lot of research, I'm guessing that there's a considerable amount of time put in behind the scenes preparing these videos before even putting all the visuals together and doing the narration and editing, etc. So 2.5 videos per month is actually pretty solid. Consistency on Astrum is excellent. The style of videos, as well as the overall attention to detail and information provided, is carried through all of the videos that I've watched so far. It's the kind of channel where after watching only a couple of videos, you know exactly what to expect going forward in terms of style and overall quality. And that kind of predictability isn't as common as you might think. Video quality on Astrum is excellent. All of the videos are HD, all of the visuals are crystal clear. The only reason I can't give him a perfect score for this category is because, as discussed earlier, he's basically at the mercy of visuals that he has to get from the internet, or who knows, maybe he knows somebody directly at NASA. But whatever the case, he didn't actually shoot or film any of this stuff, so I can't really give him all of the credit for the video quality. He does an outstanding job, though, of collecting computer models and satellite visuals that are not only high quality, but also visually appealing, so you kind of get sucked into the video aspect of the videos. The only recorded audio on this channel is the narration by the host. The audio quality on this channel is perfect for what it is. The narration is crystal clear to the extent that it sounds like he's probably using a pretty good mic and a decent audio program to record it, and is fairly good at editing, which is evident by the fact that the overall mix and volume of the audio on Astrum compared to other channels is perfect. More than loud enough that you don't have to crank up the volume on your headphones or speakers, but at the same time, not overly done or obnoxious whatsoever. There really isn't any music on Astrum the way you would traditionally think of music, like any type of songs necessarily, or theme music, or anything like that. What you do have is generally non-intrusive backing tracks that comfortably fill in space behind the narration. There are a couple big positives here though. Number one is that the tracks that he uses for backing kind of fit the overall kind of light and eerie space feel that I guess he's going for, so they fit well. And number two, the backing tracks are mixed very well, so they're not competing with space in terms of audio with his narration. So although the music on this channel isn't particularly interesting, it's not supposed to be. So overall, also well done. In terms of entertainment, this channel kind of lands right smack in the middle of the spectrum. It's more of an educational type channel, so between the topics being presented and his nonchalant presentation, I wouldn't necessarily call the videos on Astrum entertaining. However, the flow of the videos is pretty solid and the visuals are usually pretty awesome, and that does keep me interested without getting bored and clicking out of a video. So for a topic that isn't necessarily entertaining, he does do a good job of making the videos easy to watch. So will you learn anything watching this channel? Actually, yes. Not only are the videos educational without being cheesy, they're not like elementary school VHS tape educational, but he does go in depth to the extent that sometimes he goes far enough that if you don't have a further understanding of astronomy, you might get a little bit lost and have to do some research. But the majority of what is presented on this channel is explained in such a way that you really don't have to be an astronomy nerd to get it. So while you're getting lost in interesting space visuals, you'll actually be surprised at how many little things and interesting tidbits you pick up about things outside of our own atmosphere. Now, as I already mentioned, you have a guy narrating over visuals on this channel. You never see the guy, so there really isn't too much to analyze in terms of any types of expressions or visual enthusiasm. And even though the narration is fairly pleasant, he's definitely not one of the most energetic narrators on YouTube, but he doesn't put you to sleep either. Where I can give him an extra point or two for personality is with what I call vocal signature. He does have a unique voice, so it does add a unique touch to the channel. Presentation on Astrum is excellent. Now, because I don't watch a lot of astronomy stuff and I knew I was going to review this channel, I did actually browse through some other large astronomy channels, and in terms of comparison, I'd say Astrum is one of the best out there in terms of overall presentation. The visuals are great, the playback's high definition, there's a great flow between visuals, and each topic is presented as a coherent thought from start to finish. And when you add all of that to crystal clear audio and eye-catching visuals, the professionalism really stands out here. So that's Astrum. Not only is it a solid channel if you're into astronomy, but even if you're somebody like me who just finds space mildly fascinating, it's still a pretty cool channel. Plenty of information without being so technical that you have to go back to college to understand it all, and easy to digest with positive predictability and consistency from video to video. If you've never heard of Astrum, I will have the link to that channel down in the video description. Definitely check it out. If you're somebody who is familiar with the channel, definitely leave comments down below and let me know what you think of the channel overall. And again, feel free to leave comments down below letting me know what channels you would like to see me review on this channel. Be sure to leave the link to the channel and the name of the channel down in the comments, and I will see if I can get to it. Okay, I'll see you all at the next one.